Здравствуйте, как дела? Хорошо понедельник. Hello everybody out there, how are you guys doing? It's still Monday, and so I just vlogged about diversity, and it just had me thinking, and I really wanted to continue about that diversity, because yeah, I asked in that previous vlog, how do you deal with diversity, etc. And because I noticed with my own life that, sometimes it's difficult dealing with different kind of people, and, but we all have to deal with different types of people in our lives. So, and I was like, oh, for a minute there I was thinking, is it really possible? Is it possible to deal with people who are not like we are? Because I know in friendship you kind of choose people who are a bit similar to ourselves. So, and that's why it just flows, because we all think the same, we're equal. But the challenge and the beauty really is to be with people, also deal with people who are not like us and who think differently or who behave differently in this life. Because, hey, otherwise we couldn't function anywhere, because we will always meet people who are different. We will always be in places where there is diversity. So I was like, okay, so there is fact number one, diversity exists. Point. So, but then I was thinking, but that doesn't mean that there's no way to function amidst that diversity. So I was like, and then I just listened to this short message from Joe Dispenza. You know me, I like everything with reprogramming the brain, etc. So, but it really had me thinking and going. I was like, yeah, I like this message, because meditation, there you have it again, reprogramming your own mind, your mind. Because you get into this place of quietness, you get into this place of who do I want to be, how do I want to function, etc., etc. Mindset, mind over matter. Because, yeah, I wanted to say this. Mind over matter, meditate. And it's not always possible right there and then in that situation where you find yourself among the diversity. But you can always reset and then just set your mind at ease. Set your mind at ease. Yeah. Oh, I'm walking around today in this video, sorry. But it helps me. It helps me. Anyway, so diversity, we have it, it's a worldwide thing. We will always be among people that are different, who think different, who act different, who behave different. And it's up to us, really. What are we going to do? And I was like, yes, I'm a Christian. And yes, what do you want to do? What helps is to be you. And don't be embarrassed to be you. Because if you think that, being kind is a weakness, because that's what my battle was. Hey, if I'm always kind to people who aren't always, kind, they might have that, you see, they always bow down. They always bow down to my level. They bow down. You see, there she goes, being kind again. So I got her where I want. Or him, or this situation. But then I thought, hey, kindness is not a weakness. Being kind to somebody is strength, it's power. It takes more energy to be kind to people who are not kind to you, or don't behave a certain way that you would like them to behave, than to step into their level of behaving with people and neglecting, etc. So it really helped me It's okay to just be you. It's okay to be kind. Because I was even saying in my previous vlog about diversity, I was saying that I'm not kind, etc. And I was like, Lisa, that's crap. You are a kind person. And you are okay. And you always do step into someone else's world. But sometimes, you know, situations kind of twist and form you into thinking that if you're kind, you're weak. So you try to put on a facade that I'm not kind, but I am kind. And I'm not ashamed to be kind. And from now on, I'm just going to choose kindness over whatever. So if people are different, that's their thing. But my thing is, I'm a Christian, but before I chose to be a Christian, I was always like that. I always wanted to be kind and polite. And I'm just going to be me. Even though sometimes you feel weak if you're always kind to people who aren't always kind or behave kind. Because they can be good people, but, you know, their life situations can get them in a certain behavior. So, how to deal with diversity? Be you. Be who you are. Focus on the way that God created you to be and be free to be you. You don't have to step into other people's levels. You don't have to always agree. You can agree to disagree with people and still function right. And that's how a company flows. That's how it flows, because in a company now, they know, hey, this is my salary, so I'm going to make it work. And that's why it works. Even if you have a disagreement with somebody in your work floor or school or wherever you are, you can still manage to function. And of course, communication works. And sometimes you can't communicate. And then you find a mediator to communicate, help you guys to communicate and help you guys to reach a certain level of peace. Because you have to work with each other every day. And some people you don't even have to see anymore, or just see occasionally once a year or twice a year, and that's also fine. So, but there are many ways to deal with diversity. Because, yes, as I said, in my previous vlog, I was like, how do you deal with diversity? And I was kind of in that mindset. And then I was like, no. Encourage, spread love, and be who you want to be. Be who you are. It's okay to be kind. Also to people who feel different, who want to be leaders or alpha. Let them be the alpha if they feel the need to be alpha. Whatever. I was like, in the Bible, they said, I only read that story this morning again, how Jesus got slapped in the face. And I was like, if somebody slaps me in the face, I'll be like, I hope so. But that's not the right way. You know, I'm like, wow, it's a challenge to just love without being or without receiving that love in return. That's really powerful if you get to that level that you can just be kind to somebody or people or that diverse situation you might be in and still be above all that negativity. Say hello, even if people don't say hello. Be kind, even if people aren't kind. That is so much power. So, yeah. And again, everything is that mindset. Mindset. You constantly gotta fight that mindset. You're gonna be, oh, what am I gonna do with this diversity? Or I'm gonna be like, hey, be you. Be okay. Be diverse. You can manage it. It hurts when people don't respond the way you would like them to respond. But when you just choose to step out of that negativity, that mindset, mind over matter. Mind over matter. If you practice practice makes perfect. And you could just practice to like, not give in to that negativity. Not give in to that, hey, I'm going to be just like they are. Because that's what little children do. Oh, I don't like you. I don't like you. Oh, I don't like you. Oh, oh, oh. You get the picture. I'm sorry. But grown-ups behave that way also. And I just got that brainwave. I'm not going to be that way. I kind of was a little bit. And now I'm like, no. From now on, no matter where I am, no matter what the situation is, I'm going to choose to just let kindness rule. Be me. I'm a kind person. I'm a loving person. And I'm an understanding person. I love to communicate. I love to connect. And I'm just going to be who I am. And if people are different, because that's their right. Everybody has a right to be who they want to be. Because this life, as I said, it's so fragile. 1 minute you could be alive, next minute you could be dead or sick or broke or going through something, you name it, difficult things. So we can choose to be all, because here in Holland they have this show, it's called, it's Family Dinner. And they have these families, they connect, they haven't spoken to each other for like 15 years or 20 years. And I used to watch that program sometimes and I'm like, how is it possible that they didn't speak to each other for so long? What the flip? And then I was like, oh, but it's possible. How is it possible? When you choose, it's choice. You have to make choices. You either choose to communicate with those people, to step into their world or step into something and just get out of that. Ooh, I'm the boss. I'm the alpha. You name it. I don't know. I'm not even. But the thing is, things don't have to take that long. You just communicate. And if people don't want to communicate or whatever, it's okay. Let it go, but be you. So how can you deal with diversity? Let respect rule and let kindness rule. Don't step down into negativity, because the way you win the war, the negativity war, is with love. Love conquers everything. And that's the truth. That's nothing but the truth. So you could feel embarrassed. Yeah, sometimes you can feel like, oh, I don't want to be that small one. I don't want to be that one that always has to be kind, always have to give in, and always have to step into their world and understand. But that won't get you anywhere. You can still be very strong if you stay kind. If you communicate, you can voice whatever it is you need to voice. And, because you don't have to be swept away, blown away completely, because you matter. You are a precious human being, and your voice needs to be heard as much as anybody else's voice. But just never step into someone else's level of negativity. We can be diverse, but we can also be kind, loving, caring human beings. So how do you deal with diversity? Focus on you and not on the other. Wow. We as humans always tend to look what the other party is doing. My colleague is not. My colleague does that. But what are you doing? Are you that perfect? No. And I find it with myself too. I have so many imperfect I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. And I want to grow. I want to develop my imperfections. And I don't want to stay in a certain level. If I make mistakes, I want to grow and I want to learn from my mistakes. And sometimes you fall, sometimes you stand up strong. And well, I am so encouraged right now. And I just had to get back online and share that. Share that you can deal with any kind of diversity with being you and letting your kindness and love rule. Let love rule. Let diversity be and just be who you are. Don't be afraid to be kind. Kindness is power. Even if negative people see kindness as a weakness, you know for yourself that kindness is power. You know at the end of the day that you want to be a kind person, you want to be a loving person, a caring person, an understanding person. So be that person. Don't let anybody else's moods, etc. get in the way of you being who you were created to be, who you are. You are a kind person. You are loving. You are caring and understanding. I repeat and I repeat and repeat. Don't let nobody else's negative way get you in that negative spiral. So even if you failed or fail a couple of times, get back up and try to just be you, be kind, be loving, and be caring. Oh, this is a long message. I just wanted to emphasize on, but okay, I'm gonna stop now. Have a fantastic day. Let love rule. Пока-пока, до свидания. See you some other day. Mwah. You see? This is what happens when you let love rule. Before I was in that corner and talking about diversity and now I'm so I can face it all again. It's all in the mind. Mind over matter. Mindset. Fight that mindset. You got it. You can do it. I did it. You can do it also. Пока-пока.